Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do a disassembly on a couple knives. One that I messed up trying to clean, and they sent me parts, and one that I just got where it's made by Best Tech, so you know that pivot's going to be walking, and centering is just slightly off. I just want to see if maybe I can drop some skiffies in here or something, and then I'll Loctite the knives and we should be good to go. I will be using KPL, of course, Knife Pivot Lube. You guys know I have a code over there, Lefty10. You get 10% off your order if you want to pick some up. I highly recommend using some kind of lubrication, whether it's KPL Original, Gunny Glide, whatever, nano oil on your bearings. And then I very, very much recommend getting KPL Heavy specifically to put on your detent balls and the detent ball track. It really helps give you that smooth action on a knife. This is probably my biggest tip for making your knife smoother, just using KPL Heavy. I also am trying out this, which is Vibratite, and it's the medium strength blue. I got a bunch of these from KPL. I'm giving away most of them, but I kept one tube here to try. And it's basically the same thing as Loctite, or I use Permatex. This is a gel, which is why I like it, but it does take a long time to cure, it seems. This stuff I put in my Satori last night, and it was hardened this morning. So that's a good sign. So I kind of want to try a little more of this. With the Satori, I think I used way too much. It caused an issue, so I had to redo that. So we'll see. I don't know how good this stuff is yet, but I have high hopes that it's really good. It is a liquid, so you want to keep a napkin around or something to clean up. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's start with the thick boy. I do have extra scales for this, but I like the black micarta. I want to keep those on for now. He did send me blue G10 and green micarta with it, which is really nice that he did that. This is all T8, and this is the EDC thick boy. I got the pre-order of. Really digging it. I got the black micarta with satin blade. It's S35VN titanium bolster lock. Really good action. This is number 6 right there. You can see the centering is pretty damn good. I'm a very picky guy, and it's fine. There's no play at all, which is perfect, and it drops shut. So you can't really ask for more, but of course I will. So let's see. T8 for the pivot. And it is a captive pivot, which is awesome. You can see they use some kind of Loctite. I think it looks red, but I'm pretty sure it's really the purple kind, which is good. That's, one step down from blue. So I think I have to take the clip off to get this knife apart, right? That's kind of, it's not ideal, but wow, that screw was basically loose. That's interesting. How about this one? Nope, that one was fine. So, and I highly recommend when you guys get a knife from factory that you check screw tightness, you check the pivot. Like, it's just smart to do all that. I really should have my disassembly mat out here, I'm realizing. I don't, so I'm just going to have to roll with this, but that's fine. I like having the compartments and having a little bit of, an area to keep screws and stuff in. I want to make sure I keep these screws together because I don't want to use the wrong ones for anything. Put that there. Then we have these 2 screws underneath. So essentially, this is kind of a frame lock. I can't, now I'm locking it up because I'm on the frame. That's interesting. Oh, no, it's just, got it. Hopefully I didn't scratch anything there. Maybe I should open it, huh? It should be fine. Pivot's coming out, so. This should be T8. I believe he made sure everything on this knife was a T8. Okay, yep. These are really in there too, so let's see. There we go. These are holding the scale down, so this is how you'll actually get into the knife. There we go. Those are nice and tight. And I'm guessing our scales will have cutouts for those screws down here. Yep. Bing, bing. Really cool. Put those over here. And let's see. It should just come apart. There we go. There's the inside of one scale. There's your lock bar. You can see that's good detent. Definitely got a good detent. You got an over travel stop right there built into the hardened insert, and the detent ball is right there, of course. Very well constructed, very nicely constructed. Here's our blade. We have, interesting, looks like we have 1/4-inch bearings, unless my eyes deceive me. I thought they would be 5mm. Let's see, my eyes could just be not registering, but it looks like a 1/4-inch. These are 5mm. And yeah, they're not going to fit. Look at that. It's 1/4-inch. So I actually might be able to test out the Delrin bearings. I do have some skiffs as well, I believe, but I might try the Delrins just to see how they do in there, you know? They should fit. My issue with these Delrin bearings, they're from Tie Connector. My biggest issue with them is basically that they're not as thick and sturdy as a Skiff or Gillian because they're not in a phosphor bronze case or in plastic. So I feel like they don't offer much more pivot support compared to these stamp bearings. Even less sometimes, I think. But I want to give them a shot. So let's try that. Let me get some alcohol going here. This is going to be your usual nonsense video from me, so pardon that. If you're not into that, you know, you don't have to watch, but I'm going to be, you know, messing around, talking a lot, the usual. Nice stop pin. I like that. It's a good one. Nice and thick, too. That's what you want for this type of build. I'm going to clean off the blade here. The satin is already disgusting. It's got pretty good vertical satin on it from Best Tech. You know, it's not quite Riot, but I will say, I'll show you in a second, it looks a little bit more muted than the normal Best Tech built satin. Cancel.
Would you like me to do that?
Cancel. I swear, she just thinks I say her name sometimes. I never do. Sorry about that, by the way. And sorry about the color. The rag does that. So I'm cleaning that off. All right. Everything's clean. But here, let me show you the Vero I have that's from Best Tech as well. Oh, you tell me. Is that the same? Yeah. I just like it a little more on this. Seems a little more Riate-ish, but that's just me. No big deal. All right, so this went through this side. Actually, let me get in there and clean out that Loctite because it's gross. I don't want that purple Loctite anywhere near this now. Was that enough? Go. I'll get some alcohol in there. We should be good to go. Yep, we're clean. And my pivot screw should be around here somewhere. Did I lose the pivot screw? There's the clip. Here's that. Oh, it's right here, idiot. I like to always take the pivot screw, put it in some alcohol in a rag, and do this to get any excess Loctite or whatever off of there. See all that shit that I didn't even notice until I did that? That's why I do it. Oh. we're good, luckily. All right, so pivot goes through here. You can tell because it also needs to be turned this way so the atom is appropriately aimed up. We're going to take some KPL original. Dot, 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 dot. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. Make sure these fit. They do. While I'm here, dot, 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 dot. Perfect. Dot, 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 dot. Okay. Also going to take my KPL heavy. And I'm just going to put a drop right there on the detent ball. Bang. We should be golden. So now we're going to put blade back on. You can take this bearing, drop that in, make sure it spins in place. Looks like it fits. Turn this so it's straight. That's how we want it. Missing anything? No. And then we're going to drop this on. Like so. Something fell out. Careful. Okay. Nice thick washer too. I like that. I'll put a little bit of KPL right here so it holds that washer in. That's why I'm doing that, in case you're wondering. I'll clean this off because I got KPL heavy everywhere. Hang on. Let me get this off of here. It came from the detent ball, in case you're wondering. Already got a little bit right here. I just don't want it on the lock face because it might cause issues. There's no detent ball ramp, but I don't think this knife really needs it, to be honest. So let's try that again. Maybe we can close the blade a little bit. This lock bar is so stiff that it's kind of interesting to try to do this. There we go. Oh, had it. I just want to make sure that pivot is coming all the way through. Looks like it's seated properly. So what I'm going to do is drop one of these screws in. Not going crazy here. I'm just tightening a little bit. I'm having to hold the pressure because it seemed... Oh, now it's a little better now, probably because I put that one screw in. Look at that, you can spin right there. And you can put the pivot in because the bolsters go over top. It's not a big deal. So I think I want to disengage. Double check, see how it's not in place. We need to spin that a little bit. See how it's rotating around? I'm just going to get it to rotate all the way around, I think, if I can. Doesn't want to go any further. So now I'm going to try to push it out. This is a pain. This is the difference between Bestech and Riot right here, guys. Can't get that to push through. Jesus, come on. I also don't want to screw up the... Trying to turn it, but it's just not letting me. All right, I'm going to have to undo these. I need something softer. Here we go. Okay, great. Let's start over. Ah, boy. It sucks that you have to assemble from this side because the frame lock, I just hate doing that because of the frame lock. You know what I mean? Having to deal with the pressure from the frame lock coming through is just sort of a pain to me. But that's me. There's really no way around it that I can think of. See what I mean? I have to push that frame lock back. It's stuck already. God. This is really annoying. Okay, I'm going to try it like this then. Try the pivot first this time. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so I gotta take this out again, obviously, because I gotta add Loctite. So that's where things become tricky. But now it should be in place. Everything should be in place. So that's good. So I'll leave it like this. I'm gonna take this, right? I'm gonna bring this over so I have some kind of cloth here. And then I'm going to apply a little bit. You can see I'm barely coating the threads. That's all I want. I got a little too much there on top. There. So, barely coating it. That's the key. Tighten it down. Pretty much as tight as it's going to go. We'll test action again. Tighten these. Centering. Pretty damn good. Again, a little off to this side, but that's kind of how it was. Flicks out. No play at all. Guillotine drop. I'd say that's successful. So now, put this bad boy back on. So it was just for, if anybody's watching this to take this apart, I would say lesson is tighten the pivot down first and then those body screws, you know. You could do them a little loose or whatever and then tighten it all down at once if you're one of those people. Do whatever you want, right? But it seemed a lot easier to put this in and then mess with the body screws. I tried doing it the other way. Just nice even pressure. I'll check these. Nice even pressure, nothing crazy. Just till, basically turn it just until where I feel enough resistance that I would have to, you know, and I stop before that. Get the clip on. I lose a screw, I lost a screw, it's okay. Really like this clip that he has designed. Just simple clip, but it's unique and it works very well. I very much enjoy his clip. Turn it till resistance. Resistance. All right, we're back together. Let's check again. Centering looks freaking perfect now, actually. Throwing that scale on really helped. Reverse flick, left-handed is money. Again, no play, no rock. Even better action than we had before because we have the Delrins in there. They're running smoothly. That's awesome. So now, this is going to sit. I'm going to open it one more time to clean the blade off. This satin is going to get dirty real easy, guys. I've already found that out. So get the stone wash if you're deciding and you don't like fingerprints. Get the stone wash. But I think this looks gorgeous, and that's why I went with it. All right, I'm going to go put this in the case, and it's going to sit, and we're going to work on the other knife. All right. I always try to put them in vertical, too, because I don't want the Loctite to leak. I don't know. That's stupid thinking, but these are just basic 1/4-inch bearings. I'm not going to mark them. Usually, depending on the knife, I'll put them in a bag and keep the name of the knife on it or something. If it's expensive and I might sell it or something, but these are just stock bearings, so I'm not worried about it. And I don't plan on selling this knife because it's from a buddy. All right. Perfect. Let's get into this, guys. This is the Asher Spiro liner frame lock. This one's going to be fun. All right. Let's remember that the pivot went through the show side, clip side in this case. So we need a T6. Grab our Brian Brown new zirconium Vulcan driver that he replaced mine with, which is awesome. And there she comes apart. Those are different? That's weird. Okay, I don't know which one goes where, so that sucks, but drop the Gillians out. It does have a D-shaped pivot. Where's the D? He says. Where's the D? I don't even see a D shape. D shape is on this side? Interesting. It's weird that it goes through that side, but whatever. So you can see here, this side. Oh, there's a stop it. This side. Can I not get it out? Oh, steel washer. That's weird. Why am I missing both now? No, there's a washer in there, right? Pretty sure there's a washer in there. I had a washer in one of them. So I'm confused now. So that was just running on titanium there? Shit, oh no, there it is. See, I told you. So I did have a washer in this side. So I guess I need to figure out what size this is. I don't know. This side does not have a washer in it. That kind of looks like it. No, I don't think there's a washer in there. So I think there is a washer in there. Am I an idiot? Yes, I am. Holy shit. I've had a washer in there the whole time, I think. Whole time I thought I lost a washer, I had one. So then what was the problem? I just suck at putting together knives? Or did I put in a random washer from another knife? That's possible too. I've done that. I think I took the one from the Axon at one point. I'm not sure. I gotta... Can't get it out. I mean, I could swear it looks like there's a washer. Yep. Yep. Okay. So I did have one? Now I'm confused. And they're the same. So then what was the problem with the knife? Ooh. Okay. This might be a worse problem to have. So usually the pivot goes through... Usually a pivot goes through the other side and then will sit in here. But it seems like this one, the pivot goes through this side and that's how it locks in somehow, which is odd, but it works. So let's just see. Let's just see. So, pivot. Oop. Okay, let's try this. Pivot, screw. Yeah, these tiny stop pins. That's always the hard part, is the stop pin. At least with these knives I've found. You see how the pin just moves, like just by putting the blade down? So hard to keep them in place. Get the stop pin in. I think I got it. Weird thing is, this is how I had it, so I'm confused as to how this is the right way. Sorry, I'm really focused this time because I'm like, which one? I don't know which one of these goes in here. I guess if one, that one tightened pretty well. Tightened pretty well. Centering is off, obviously. It's centered. See, it doesn't lock up. That's where I'm getting lost here. So I'm thinking maybe the pivot goes through the other way, and that's where I'm screwing up. Just see if I can push it out without taking the whole knife apart. Where is the cutout? I'm trying to find the cutout because it needs to go through vertically, right? Still not locking up. Centered again. Yeah, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I don't know which way the pivot's supposed to go. It could just be the washer is wrong, man. Like maybe I'm just using the wrong washer. I don't know. Do both of these come out? See, that feels more right to me this way. But then I tighten it down and then we don't get lockup, so it's like pointless. Yeah, I'm doing something wrong, clearly. I just don't know what it is. Stop pin's in place. Pivot's in place. I've tried it both ways. That locked up. Then there's lock stick. Just doesn't make sense. I don't want to start plugging different washers in. That just seems odd. I don't know. I think I might just talk to Justin over at Asher, and I'll ask him how, I'll ask him if I can just send it to him. It'd be so much easier to just send it to him. Probably take him 5 minutes to figure this out and solve the mystery of my idiocy. Than me keep dicking around with it and probably making it worse. So anyway, you guys saw the thick boy get disassembled. So like now it's locked up, but there's play. Wait, did I fix it? That did not lock up. See, that's the weird thing. It should lock up pretty solid every time, regardless. Like now, so confused. I never had lock stick though. So, and the detent just feels weird too. Just feels super light. So, definitely my fault. Let me back off the pivot a little and just see. But now it's off center. Definitely feels more like it though now. Yeah, I had it too tight or something. Still, you want that centering on point. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to Justin, but you got to see the thick boy disassembled appropriately. I just suck at taking apart these ashers. I don't know what it is. This specific knife I've tried disassembling like a few times, and one time on a live stream, and I just can't ever get it back together right. I don't know what it is with me and this knife, but I do really like it. Now, I will admit, since its younger brother came out, I've not even really thought about carrying that because this thing is a masterpiece. M390 titanium. It's so lightweight compared to this because this is thicker slabs, and neither of these are milled out, obviously, to save cost. This one just kicks ass, but I still want to have a functioning version of this knife, so I love these thumb studs. So I'll send it to Justin and we'll deal with it. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully that helped you a little bit on the thick boy, and of course you got to see my shenanigans. So again, check out KPL, guys. KnifePivotLube.com is the way to go for all your knife maintenance needs. You can get lube, you can get Vibratite, you can get really cool microfiber Q-tip things that work for a lot of different things. I don't know if you can get drivers yet. You can get rust preventative stuff. You can get a lot of stuff over there, and it's all awesome, you know. And, of course, you can use my code LEFTY10 at checkout. So, love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.